Most men these days, young men, don't have partners to be with. And the worst part is those that have partners, right, are definitely the wrong partners. Now, you see, I have nothing to sell to you. The ideas I have in this video are ideas that works for me. And I basically told them to my friends as conversations, and it works for them. I told it to guys that I coach, it works for them. So it's almost like I was leaving it out, and I said, let me just spit it out now. Like I said, I'm giving it to you for free, and there's no strings attached in this video. You see, let's talk about the problems. And before we speak about the problems, hey, my name is Tonore. I basically create content for young men to find their voice in a world where being a young man just makes you vulnerable, makes you feel guilty already. So let's get into it. What's the real problem with men and women today is that the ideas we have today for our relationships they are completely out of touch with nature. They are out of touch with reality. You see, all of the ideas we preach is basically making men more feminine, in the process making women more masculine. And in what world does that make sense? Will you end up with feminine men and dysfunctional women? I said it's dysfunctional. The reason I'm saying dysfunctional is because you will become more masculine, and nobody really wants to deal with a masculine woman. Trust me, it just feels somehow. Have you ever seen a child drive a truck? That's what it feels like. I mean, I've used a wrong analogy here, but that's the point. So think about it. We keep preaching equality in relationships, but the question now is, do you think women want equal partners? If women wanted equal partners, why do you think they like to go and date men that are way above them? Even though they have equal partners, don't you know that the moment a woman begins to make more than her husband, it triggers divorce? Basically, a lot of divorces, I think 80% is based on women. It's based on money. The moment she begins to earn more than her husband, she said that women don't want to be with men that they are equal. That idea of equality has made men to dumb down their choices. In that process, when they dumb down their choices, they begin to date women that are masculine. That process, and what happens? When a woman earns more than you, she leaves you alone. Now, I'm not saying you should go for women who are gold diggers or women are gold diggers. What I'm saying is, as a man, if you've ever experienced feminine energy before, trust me, it makes you want to level up your game. It makes you realize that, guys, it now makes sense why men fought wars. Because the energy she brings to you, and if she brings that same energy to your kids, because to be very frank, your kids will have most of those energy. You basically protect it more. You will guard it more. Instead of this, our women these days just see. I have been with different kinds of women, and nothing is as interesting as a feminine woman. And now, if you're a feminine man, the more feminine you are, the less attractive you are to a feminine woman. The same way masculine men don't want masculine women. In the same way, feminine women don't want feminine men. So, first of all, we have a masculinity crisis right now. And I'll discuss that right now, very, very soon. The second problem I see is we are distracted. Distracted for two reasons. One, most guys don't even know what they want. And even if they don't know what they want, second problem is they are very distracted. So that distraction is programming their minds to go for women that, one, they don't really like. Two, going for women that will just use them for their attention purposes, money purposes, but will never give them proper value in return. So the solution here is simple, right? And this is what I told to my guys. Pick three things, right, that you want in a woman. Just three things, because if you tell guys what you want in a woman, they have like a list. If you ask them to pick only three of their list, is where their real thinking begins, right? But for some other guys, the guys who I was coaching, I said this: if you're finding it difficult, right, to know what the top three things you want in women, pick the top three things you don't like in women, and the opposite of that is what you want. Obviously, the thing keeps refining, but the whole point is, this is what happened. When I gave my friends the advice, right, this is what happened. One of my friends he went and adopted the idea. He was like, you know what? He came back to me about after 2 weeks and says, after he took the idea of writing down what he wanted in a woman, right, he has been seeing women like that more frequently, some at the gym, some at the church. At the same time, the Instagram bodies sort of lost interest for them. Now, the interest he had for them was still there, but it had reduced automatically. And I'm like, now, like I said, I believe that one of your greatest tool as a man is your attention. The more you control your attention, the more intentional you are. So I felt like, okay, maybe it can work for my students. So I thought this thing was just a conversation I had with my friend, right? And how it works for me, and I give it to my guys that I coach. Same thing they all made, that the moment they got clear on what they wanted in a woman, like, trust me, the game became different. So when people say there are not good women around. It mostly tells you, right, where your attention lies. Because there's like this red card theory where how many red cards do you see this morning? You probably don't know how many red cards you saw this morning. But if I show you a picture of a red car and I put you on the street, all of a sudden your mind will begin to select red cars. So the average man's mind today is distracted by the minds of the images of some random girls on the internet who are probably baddies and all. But guess what? The moment you are looking for quality women, feminine women, women that make your life soft, your orientation changes 100%. So because it changes, hold on, sorry, my mic has issues. Okay, the battery of my mic is low, so I don't have long yet. So because the orientation has changed completely, you are now moving different with women, right? You are the kind of women you are attracting are completely different. So a couple of steps, right, that I gave to I synthesized and gave to my students. Step one: have a vision for what you want in a relationship. The moment you have a vision that is clear, automatically you are much more intentional about your relationship, and by doing that alone, all of a sudden your bad candidate wins out. Second thing is too, as a man, you have to be as masculine as you can. I do that by one, having a purpose. I have to be fast because of my mic. One, having a purpose, and having a drive, do something that is difficult, because doing things that are difficult makes you what? More capable. The more capable you are, the more confident you become. And that confidence will help you attract women, because there are 4 ways for you to attract women. One, dating apps. Most guys don't really look good, right? So dating app is not really their best option. Social media, most guys don't really have clout. The other two is cold approach. When you're masculine, it's easier for you to approach women. 4 is social circles. Most guys are lonely. They belong to no community, not even a church. But if you belong to a community, it's easier to meet quality women if you know what you want, right? Especially if you have a church community, it's easier for you to meet like a churchy woman. If you have like a dance community, you can meet like very feminine women. And by the way, that's why I met like most of them. I don't belong to them, but I have been to some events where salsa events where I meet them, and before you know it, we hit it off, and it's very interesting. Trust me. So the final step is to have the abundance mindset, because some guys will see their first lady, right? The first lady that meets the criteria, and they will lash onto her. But I say no, because trust me, your list may have been thought through, but may not have been properly organized. So the first step is to literally go and meet this woman that you think you are. Just meet her first, experience her. Is this what you want to get married to, right? And by the way, I've always noticed that, hey, having this abundant mindset, how it also works for you is it makes you, what's that word? It makes you free, makes you less needy. So when you're talking to women, because you're a masculine guy, you have that abundant mindset. You don't really care that if I don't get her, I'll feel bad. No. She feels that energy around you and she wants to be with you more for it. And this abundant mindset will also make you realize that even if you lose her today, there are more of them, because you know how to get them, right? And you have that abundant mindset. So then as a man, you hold the deck of cards because you have the abundant mindset, and you're attracting more women because you are what? Masculine. Think about it. The more masculine you get, the more attractive you are, because more guys are basically losing it these days. So that's it. My name is Stonoreye. I basically create content to help young men figure out life. So if you like the idea in this video, I want you to share with people that you know, right? Because the more guys I can help leave this lonely phase, the happier I am internally, right? So I think you share this video with somebody who you find it very helpful. That action will help the channel grow and make me realize that I have more men I'm helping out there. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.